Whew. Y'all can tell I ain't gonna be on long. I'm already yawning. I'm already yawning. I'm not gonna be on long at all, but I'm trying to stay dedicated to what I said. I said I was gonna come back on, try to come on every day, and that's what I'm going to do. Try my best to come on every day. I don't care if it's for 5 minutes. I'm going to come on often because I am definitely going to grow my channel. So it's just so much going on in these YouTube streets, you guys. I can't even talk about it all. It's stuff going on the truth page, it's stuff going on in this sector. It's just a whole bunch of drama that's going on. A lot of crap that's going on Huntsville, Love Marriage Huntsville. So I can't talk about all of it tonight. Hey Lorraine, how are you? It's so much going on. But tomorrow I'm gonna talk about something and I'm gonna put it in my own words to let people understand. I'm gonna put that. That's guarantee you tomorrow. I'm gonna put something that I seen in my own words to let everybody understand what's going on. So just stay tuned for tomorrow, and I'm definitely gonna be back on. I'm sure that you all see what's going on in this sector, and I'm gonna break it down real simple because, like I told you guys, I hear stuff. I go on certain people channels, and some channels that's being bought up, I don't go on their channel. It's not that some of these people channel is messy. It's just that I don't go on certain people who is talked about today. I just don't go. Not that I don't want to. I just don't know some of these people who's being talked about. But tomorrow, I get off at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm gonna come home, take me a nice shower, and I'm gonna put something so how I say self what it's called when it's easy to figure it out. It's a word I can't think of it. Self-explanatory, self-explanatory. That's what it is. It's gonna be so basic, people gonna understand it. But that's for tomorrow. It just I was at work tonight and I'm just listening to different channels. And I'm like, what's really happening? And I like I say, I always my discernment, I always can tell that something is going on when it comes to these YouTube streets. It just you can just tell when certain people say stuff, it's like to pretty much throw shade. I be putting on my thinking cap and I be like, could it be this or could it be that? I don't know. Hold on, I got my air on, but I get hot flash. And sometimes, and that's why you see with my channel, I I, I try to do what I want to do. When you don't have a side and you just love people just because you love people, it makes it so much easier to do your content because you don't have to worry about a side. You know what I'm saying? You can just say what you have to say and be free to say what you have to say. But like I said, tune in tomorrow because I'm definitely got something I'm going to say and it's going to be self-explanatory and everybody going to understand what I'm coming from. Everybody going to understand what I'm coming from. Look at that, y'all, already. I told them hot flash do not play. These hot flashes do not play. They come out of nowhere. Ooh, boy, I see what my mom's saying. Ooh. Got the AC on, and I think that's on 71. And I got this fan on, and I'm still sweating. I'm telling menopause is nothing to play with, ladies. So if y'all didn't get it yet, be thankful. Because people ask me which one do I rather deal with, a hot flash or my cycle. I really say my cycle because at least that can come off in a couple of days. But just to deal with these random hot flashes and you start to sweat, ain't no joke. It's no joke, y'all. Ooh, boy, I'm be 52 and I've been going through this hot flashes about a year and a half. And they say take a couple of some pills, but I did some pills at Walmart. I got some pills from Walmart and I took them and I believe it worked. And I stopped taking them because I don't want to have to start taking no pills and mess up something in my body. So I just deal with it now. But they come out of nowhere, women. So if you don't got it, be thankful. If you went through it, God bless you. But right now, I'm in the process of going through these hot flashes. They be random. Yeah, I can be at work and these hot flashes just will come out of nowhere. I remember one time I was talking to this young man. No, I ain't gonna say young man, talking to the dude at work, and we just having a whole conversation, and I just started sweating. Sweat came out of nowhere. Sweat came out of nowhere. He was looking at me, and I had to explain to him what was going on because he probably didn't understand. Like, dang, I'm talking to her, and she just sweating out of nowhere. So it looked crazy. So I definitely had to explain to him what I was going through. I had to explain menopause and everything, and hot flashes to the young man. So, so if y'all see all that random sweat just coming through my pores, that's what it is. So, like I said, if y'all women didn't go through it yet, hopefully you don't. Because some people I talk to, they say that still have my period. That's good for you. I had mine until I was when I was 48, I started seeing changes. I started seeing changes because I thought I was like, I know I ain't pregnant because I ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so my mom explained to me, I've been knew about menopause, but you know, I couldn't believe that I was going through it. I couldn't believe I was going through it. So now my administration stopped coming on the beginning of January when me and my sister went to Miami. That's when it had came on. I was like, oh, all this time it wasn't coming on. Now all of a sudden it came on. And I think after January, that was the last time I had a period. And it's July now. So I think it's like off. I'd be so surprised if that was to come back on. So women, our bodies be going through some changes, but try to get through it. He thought you was getting out. Oh no, he was looking at me like I was crazy because in my building, we have AC, and all of a sudden with hot flashes, it's just not like you just start sweating out your forehead, sweating out your nose. It come out like fierce, like a furnace. It come out, and so I felt it come out. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm talking to this young man, and it just like came out of nowhere, like it came all through my pores, and I'm like, I had to explain. So I ain't want the man to think I was about to turn to a credible Hulk. So I'm like, you seeing the change like that? It was like, oh my God, and I seen the way he looked. And I was like, you know what? I said, this menopause. I had to say, he laughed. I laughed too. I was like, it's menopause. And he was like, okay, explain it to him. And I'm like, Lord, oh man. Ooh, thank God that wasn't a boyfriend, even though I'm married. But I said, thank God that ain't a boyfriend, somebody who liked me. That would look strange, seeing your face just come out with a whole bunch of sweat. Lord have mercy. I guess Cynthia said, I guess I'm going through it now. Yeah, if you just all of a sudden start getting hot flashes, and start sweating, like I said, I got my central air heat, and my air is on probably about 70 or 71. Because if it's 73, that won't do it for me. I have to have this air on like 70 or 71. But still, I had to go out and buy that little rotating fan because I don't like the fans that ceiling fans because ceiling fans make my nose dry up and make me stuffed up in the morning. So I just get the fan that rotates so it won't be all up on my nose. And I'm telling you, I can be laying down with the air on, with the not ceiling fan, with the little spinner fan, and before you know it, I have to move on the side of my bed to where it's cool, and I'm like, oh my God. And so some people say they deal with it for a couple of years, and some people say they just deal with it for 10 years. I said, 10 years I gotta go through this? I sure hope I don't gotta go through no menopause for no 10 years. That's a long time to be just all randomly sweating. And it's already hot in Florida, so it just make it more miserable. More miserable. Cynthia said, I guess I'm going through it now. Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, me too. It's not a joke, and sometimes they say drink water. It with me, I can do all that. To me, it just have to I just have to get through it. Just go through what I'm going through. Nothing can help. Nothing. I think it's a process. And sometimes my menopause lasts, sometimes it can be 10 seconds, and sometimes it can be 30 seconds, of just feeling hot. And some people say they whole body feel hot from head to toe. It's just my face and my back. And yeah, so with me, I have to like turn around and find a cool side of my bed. So that's why I got a whole bunch of sheets, a whole bunch of sheets. Cause the way I sweat, baby, That's why I said thank God that me and my husband separate, but he could still come over. But I said, thank God we separate. 'Cause I don't, I just can't picture nobody being all close up on me when I got to deal with some hot flashes. Shoot, I heard some horror stories about hot flashes. Lord said, hello, Captain, everyone. Since say, I do it all, but sweat is a lot. Yeah, I can't stand it. 'Cause I'm the type, and it's so crazy because when I'm at work, I'm always putting on my sweater. So if we in our morning meetings at 9 o'clock, and I tell people to turn on the AC, they be like, "Oh boy, she got a hot flash." Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do not like being hot. And I definitely don't like being too cold, you know what I'm saying? So I guess it's just something we got to deal with as women. But men don't know what our little bodies be going through. They do not know what our bodies go through when it come with the babies, when it come with dealing with these hot flashes. I, our bodies go through a lot. I know my body went through a lot. I got 3 kids. I had a one C-section with my last child Quincy, and gave birth vaginal 2 vaginal pregnancies. And so got a little scratch marks here, a little scratch mark there. Thank God they not as bad. Cause I seen bad. I've seen bad scratch marks, but I like have like a couple of like the faded lines. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. Just the little faded lines, but it's not bad where I can't wear a bathing suit. It's not bad where I would not put on a 2-piece bathing suit. So I'm like, thank God. Some people say the scratch marks come from literally scratching your skin, and some people say it come from just your skin being scratched through your pregnancy. You got to deal with your boobs getting bigger, your thighs getting bigger, the top of your butt getting bigger, definitely your stomach. So it's like, you know what? Since I had 3 sisters, 2 of my sisters had kids. All 3 of my sisters had their child before me, and they taught me. It's like, Kathy, put cocoa butter, lotion your body up because your skin is going to scratch. And I'm glad I listened to them because it was itching. I ain't even for the front. It was itchy. My stomach was itchy. My top of my butt was itchy. My breast was itchy. And so I just started rubbing instead of scratching. They tell say rub, put the alcohol on the rub. So all women, we be going through something. Our body be going through some changes. When we in our early age, we got to go through some changes, and in our late age, we got to go through changes. So ah, but God made us where we can get through it. He knew we were strong enough to do it. So hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Right? Nothing helps, but it gets better 5 years strong. Oh wow. Cindy said, you're right. Me too. I have three, two living. Oh, okay. Okay. Rest in peace to whoever passed. Cindy said, yes, you're right. Yeah, but I'm glad my mom, I ain't gonna say I'm glad my mom went through it. I'm glad my mom warned us and was telling me about it. So when I got it, I prepared myself. Because if my mom would not have told me about hot flashes, I would have went crazy. But by me preparing myself and I seen what my mom was going through, then I kind of say, okay, I'm gonna have to deal with it. It's a process. I got to deal with it. So I'm glad, that I know, because I tell my sister, she ain't going through, one of my sisters, she ain't going through it yet. She old. I'm the youngest one. She's a year older than me. And she's not going through it yet. So I try to tell her, look, this might happen. If it skip you, that's fine. Because my grandma, she was 101 when she passed away, but she said she cannot remember having a hot flash. She said she do not remember. My grandma had her mind to the end. She had her mind to the end, but she said, I said, Grandma, you remember having a hot flash? Unless it was hot and she just didn't know it was hot flash. She must probably just thought it was just hot. But she said she never dealt with a hot flash. And I was like, well, a lot of people probably didn't know back then what it was. By her being 101, when she probably was in her 50s, she just probably thought it was hot, but she probably didn't know it was a hot flash. Just like when people have dementia, and back then people thought people just was crazy, but they had dementia, because it's a name that come with words now. Just like when something was going on with my body, every time I was drinking milk, I get gassy or whatever. And so I'm like, what's going on? And I found out I was lactose intolerant. So our bodies, we got these words now, menopause, lactose intolerant, hot flash. We got all these dementia. People got all these words to fit what some people bodies going through, So, just got to keep ourselves educated, what's going on with our bodies. We got to talk to other women, as a parent. You got to teach your children, so they can know what's going on with their bodies, so I'm so thankful for my mom. Everything that I was going through, she let me know before I had to go through it. I'm the youngest out of four girls. My sisters, they let me know. And so by them letting me know to take care of my body while I was pregnant, I'm fortunate enough not to have damaging. I ain't damaged my body, because my butt, on top of my butt, that ooh was so itchy. Ooh, I just felt like clawing it. But my sister like, girl, don't do that. Cause if you do that, girl, you gonna get these deep old scratch marks. Cause like I said, I know some people who got some deep scratch marks. And I always thought it was because you were scratching, literally scratching. They said no, that could be it. And then it could be just your body scratching. But I seen some real deep ones. And like I said, back then, some people just didn't know. Some people just didn't know, and they clawed their skin up when they skin scratched, and when their skin got back to being smaller, they done did damage to their body. No cocoa butter can take care of it. It's just something that we have to deal with as women, and the men, they should understand. As women, our body go through stuff, and some of these some men is just so ridiculous. They could care less. Some of them care about that our body go through some changes, and some men, they don't even want to be around it. Because they think your body supposed to be what it was before you had a baby. And I'm like, wait a minute now. Now I ain't talking about my husband now. Even though we separate, I ain't talking about him, but I'm just saying some women had told me this about theirs. And if it wasn't my husband, I'd be honest, I'd tell you, yeah, my husband, he ain't like my scratch marks. But like I said, mine ain't bad. I ain't finna sit there and show people, I just like, if I would hit on some shorts, maybe I'd be like, you see my thighs? You see the top of this? I do that, but I ain't finna just show somebody right now, how my body is. But some men, they so disrespectful. Some men is so disrespectful for the women who had their child. So disrespectful. Your body ain't the same. Well, I just had a baby. I just had two and three or four of your kids, and now you want to say something about a body don't look right? Duh. But you always can bounce back. That's what I did. I made sure that I bounced back, because I ain't fit lie. When I had my second child, I was a little bit a little, how you go through a little depression a little bit, because I was like, I can't even. I gained so much weight, and maybe I ain't gonna say depressed. It was that I didn't understand. I didn't understand, because when I had my first daughter, my only daughter, but my first child, I bounced back in 6 weeks. I was young. I bounced back in 6 weeks. My stomach was flat. I ain't have no stretch marks. I was back then. I was wearing half shirts. I was wearing my half shirt was no problem. Got back in my jeans. Got back in my clothes within 6 weeks. People could not believe it because I was so skinny anyway. I think I was when I was like 19 years old. I graduated, so I think I was like 120 pounds, 5'9" my height, and I think I was probably 125 pounds. All my mom children, we were skinny. We was born. My mama was skinny, but now we don't gain weight. My sister, everybody don't gain weight then, but back then we was real skinny, and so I lost my stomach like this. So when I had my second child, that weight that I had him when I was 28. So I had one child when I was 19, one when I was 28, and the other child I had when I was 25, 35 years old. So 19, 28, and 35 years old. And with with my second child, first son, I thought that I was going to be able to bounce back in my clothes. That did not happen. And I was like, did not know what was going on because after I had my second one, that's when I gained weight. That 100, 130, 140. No, I gained some weight with him. Them little skinny legs, no more little skinny legs. That flat stomach, no more flat stomach. I had to work my butt off to get back into my normal shape. But I never went back to that high school weight. I never went back to that, but I did end up losing the weight. And I know why I that weight wouldn't come off. So I talked to the doctor, and my doctor was saying to explain to me what it's called what is called metabolism. My doctor explained to me what metabolism was, and he said that had slowed down after my second child because I was 28 years old, and I was like, oh my god, because by then I used to eat whatever. Before my second child, I used to eat whatever I wanted to. Whatever. I can go in the morning back in the day, 7 o'clock, get some at Public supermarket, um, what is called the donut, the twists, like the long twist donuts with some orange juice for breakfast. And people's like, dang, Kathy, you eating like this early in the morning? I wish I could eat like that and don't gain weight. I used to eat whatever I wanted, drink whatever sweets I wanted. I did not gain weight. I remember back in the day, before I even had a child, GNC used to sell this protein and protein powder, strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. And I used to, and it's called weight gain. If I'm not mistaken, it was called weight gain. So I used to put that in water, milk, whatever, shake that up, still could not gain weight. Still couldn't. That weight did not come on me. And my mom was like, Kathy, you better stop wanting to gain that weight because when you gain that weight, it ain't going to come off. Sure. I sure hope I would have listened. I sure hope I would listen. Lord said, I'm 7'3", but I never had hot flashes either. Wow. Oh, wow. Yes, and sis said that's good. Wow, that's it. So my grandma, because I ain't never say that my grandma wasn't telling the truth. It's just that back then, I don't think my grandma she had fans, but I don't think she had no central air heat. So I was like, maybe she just was hot and did was having hot flashes, but just didn't know what it was because there's so many words that come up now to what makes sense. Like I said, back then people didn't know what dementia was. People thought people just was losing their mind. Literally, they were losing their mind, but it was a name, dementia. People just don't think people crazy no more. It's a word for it. So back then I was thinking that, well, maybe my grandma didn't know what hot flash was. Maybe she just was thinking it just was hot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. But I know what I do know is that I don't want to put up with this for no 5 or 10 years. Shoot. And I'm trying not to take no medication for it. That's for sure. I do not want to take no kind of medication. If I'm dealing with like now, I see that. See how anytime you see my face shining, and I'm telling you, if I was to put this phone to my AC, that joker would be 70 degrees, 70, nice and cool. Cause I feel it, and I feel this fan blowing by me. But at the end of the day, when you see that shine, hot flash. I'm like, Lord, don't make me have to deal with this throughout the night. Cause some nights I don't even have to worry about it. Then I got this lamp and light on. Hold on, let me turn off one of these lights. That could be it too. Yeah, that could be it too. Cause I got that lamp on too. So that probably was it too. So I'm hoping that's it. But yeah, so I'm gonna get ready close out for the night, you guys, because I told myself, I said, I don't care. I'm going to be coming on. I'm going to be coming on regular because I missed my channel. I did. I ain't finna lie. Because I was like, Kathy, you got a whole YouTube channel. Girl, go back on your channel, get back on your channel. And so thank God I'm doing it. So y'all stay tuned. If y'all did not hit the like button, please hit the like button, thumb button, share button, all of that. Let people know, hey, Brown 10, Cat AK Brown 10 back on. Y'all go subscribe to her if you did. And if you did unsubscribe to her, subscribe back because some people make you unsubscribe for whatever reason. Subscribe back on my channel. I don't have a bad channel. So with that being said, y'all know I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting my channel. And I'm glad I came on tonight. I'm gonna try my best to come on every night. I'm gonna try my best to come on. I'm be like, giving my regular content. Sometime I'm be talking about the Bible. Sometime I'm gonna be um just have a lot to say. Just like tomorrow, I'm definitely going to have something to say tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna put something self-explanatory in here. It's going to be so easy for everybody to understand. It's so easy for everybody to understand. So with that being said, you guys, what time is it? It is it. Let's say 1 o'clock. I think that's at 1 o'clock. So I gotta go be at work at 8:30 tomorrow, y'all. So let me go ahead and get on out of here. And I will see y'all tomorrow for sure. For sure. I don't know what time I'm gonna come on, but I'm going to come on tomorrow and it's gonna be some good content. So with that being said, you guys, I love you. Okay, so y'all have a good, safe night. All right. Peace out.